She told my sons to call her mommy number 2, then she cried and told them I didn't love them. So I gathered every dark secret she ever helped cover up and sent it to her pastor. 1 week later, she was disfellowshipped from her own church. And I finally slept in peace. If you've ever wanted to see karma served on a silver platter, you're in the right place. Hit that like button if you've dealt with a manipulator in your life, and make sure to subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories where justice doesn't just knock, it kicks the door in. Now, let me take you back to where it all started. I'm a 38-year-old mom to twin boys. They're 10 now, they're silly, sweet, obsessed with Legos and Pokemon, and way too smart for their own good. My ex-husband passed away 2 years ago. Sudden illness. Tragic, yes, but if I'm being honest, we were already broken long before he died. Bought her expensive perfume and hotel rooms while I struggled to pay for school supplies. It wasn't just betrayal. It was devastation with receipts. And when he died, just a few months later, I was left not only grieving a man I didn't recognize anymore, but trying to keep it together for 2 little boys who barely understood death, let alone deceit. The cracks started the day I found out he'd been cheating on me for years, with his sister's best friend. Emotional. Financial. All of it. He emptied parts of our joint account to take this woman on vacations. We separated. I mourned the life I thought I had. His sister. My ex's enabler, cheerleader, and one-time friend to the mistress. At first, I thought, let her see the boys. They'd lost their dad. She was their aunt. I didn't want to cut off everything familiar. But it didn't take long for Melanie to reveal her true intentions. It started subtle. She brought over snacks and trinkets and would linger too long, subtly dropping phrases like "my boys" when talking about my sons. Then, one day, I overheard her in the living room telling them, "Why don't you start calling me mom number 2? You know, like a bonus mom?" Both kids looked uncomfortable. They told her no. And that's when she snapped. She started crying. Not the kind of crying you do when you're sad, but manipulative, weaponized sobbing. The kind designed to confuse children. "Your real mom doesn't love you enough to forgive your dad," she whispered. My youngest came to me shaking. I was stunned. And furious. That was the day I cut off unsupervised visits. For good. I tried to handle it the mature way. We attempted mediation. I offered supervised visits in public places. She refused. Instead, she spiraled. She began bombarding me with letters, emails, and voicemail monologues begging to be a parental figure. She even tried to file for visitation rights under some de facto grandparent clause, which got tossed out in court faster than it was filed. Sitting at the sidelines with a group of older women from her church. They'd pass out flyers about family unity and biblical forgiveness. It felt cultish. But she didn't stop. She started showing up at my son's soccer practices. Then came the Bibles. Yes, Bibles. Personalized with my son's names. And inside? Stamped on the first page, "Your bonus mom loves you, Aunt Melanie." What was once creepy was now bordering on psychological warfare. But the final straw came at a Sunday flea market. The boys were thrilled, picking out Lego keychains and handmade art prints. I let them wander a few feet, just within arm's reach. But then, my youngest sprinted back to me, pale and panicked. "Mom. Those church ladies are talking to Chris again." I turned and saw 4 women in floral skirts cornering my son at a food stall. They were lecturing him. "Open your heart to forgiveness," one said. "Your new mom is waiting for you," whispered another. My child looked frozen. Terrified. I lost it. I stormed over, shoved myself between them, and shouted, "Are you seriously harassing a child in public?" They tried to play innocent. I told them I'd call the police loudly. Security escorted us out, but the damage was done. And that night, I knew. This wasn't a boundary anymore. It was a siege. Melanie belonged to a conservative megachurch. A shiny, big-budget, family values kind of place. The type that ran marriage seminars and youth outreach programs, and was known for being very unforgiving of any scandal that didn't fit their image. I wasn't out for blood. But I was done being her victim. And unlike Melanie, I had evidence. A lot of it. Screenshots. Text threads. Bank statements showing money siphoned from our family account. Even photos of my ex and his mistress on trips, often taken by Melanie herself. Back when I discovered the affair, I saved everything. One email from her to him read, "She'll get over it. You deserve to be happy with who you really love." She wasn't just complicit. She was proud. And then there were the letters she wrote to my sons, telling them I was unstable, that I'd soon be replaced, and that blood doesn't make a family, God's plan does. I printed it all. Organized chronologically. Neatly bound. And on the cover, the truth behind Melanie Smith, a warning to the church family she's misled. I mailed it anonymously to 3 people, the head pastor, 2 elders, and the women's ministry leader. I didn't lie. I didn't exaggerate. Just cold, documented facts. 1 week later, I got a voicemail. Blocked number. I almost didn't listen. But curiosity won. It was Melanie. Sobbing. Unhinged. "I don't know what you told them. They asked me to take a leave. They're investigating me for misconduct." Another week passed. Then I heard through mutual acquaintances, Melanie had been disfellowshipped. That's their term for excommunication. Apparently, the church had very strict policies about members who condone infidelity and manipulate children. Especially if they claim leadership roles, which Melanie had. Until now. She posted a vague Facebook status, persecuted for trying to love like Jesus would. No one bought it. Comments trickled in. "You went too far. Did you really think you'd get away with it?" And just like that, her pulpit vanished. Her circle crumbled. Her halo cracked. As for my sons, they're thriving. Therapy helped. So did time. They remember how they felt when Melanie tried to manipulate them, and they understand now that family isn't who forces their way into your heart. It's who protects it. I never wanted revenge. But I deserved peace. And now, we finally have it. Sometimes, justice doesn't roar. Sometimes, it whispers. Through evidence. Through boundaries. Through a packet of truth in the right hands. If this story hit a nerve, or made you cheer, drop a like and let me know in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed? Make sure to subscribe for more stories where justice isn't just served. It's tailor-made. Until next time, protect your peace. Guard your family. And never underestimate the quiet power of receipts.